I know you're just coming off this mission, but there are reports of child soldiers taking over Masa Village after the CFA got wiped out there. They've been raiding the surrounding villages, so the people have requested we eliminate them. Check your mission list for the details.
Heading to FOB. Deploying. The map has been updated. Clouds approaching.
Infiltration successful.
Mission list updated. Plant expansion complete. Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Please select a mission.
Boss,
The CFA soldiers deployed to Walla Yamasa have been annihilated. There are no signs of combat, nor any endemic disease. All the adults just disappeared. Only children were left. All those kids were ever taught was how to fight, and now they're free of the control of adults. They've become a regular bunch of marauders, raiding nearby villages, beating people and destroying property. Our contract comes from the government. We're to locate this militia, these kids, and kill them. But I say we do this the Diamond Dogs way. The government wants these raids to stop. We can see to that, but not by killing kids. We're going to disarm, demobilize, and reintegrate them. A DDR operation. To begin with, extract their commander to Mother Base. Once they lose that kid, the one they call White Mamba, the rest of the group will fall apart by itself.
Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
Capture the White Mamba, the child soldier's commander, and bring him back to Mother Base. First off, head for Walla Yamasa. Kids from the White Mamba's unit. They have guns and they know how to use them.
Detected. The map has been updated.
Your target, the White Mamba, showed up in this village out of the blue and took command of the child soldiers. The surrounding villages have been victims of their raids and brutality ever since. But if you extract their commander, those kids will have no choice but to stand down. Should wrap up the whole situation. They're still kids. You can't kill any one of them, including the commander. If things get rough, neutralize them by knocking them out or by tranquilizing them.
You have arrived at your destination.
absolutely cannot use lethal weapons against kids. If only we had a Fulton device built for kids.
What happened? Boss!
Sun will rise momentarily.
Is that the target? Take a good look at his face. We need to ID the target. So that commander thinks he can take you on. Use your train gun, CQC, anything you like. Teach him a lesson.
Caution, rain approaching.
You lose, Commander.
Mission info has been updated. The map has been updated. Support helicopter requested.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is P-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived. Unit function added. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional.
Welcome to Outer Heaven. We got rules around here. Never draw a weapon on a fellow soldier. You got that? anyone here can use a knife or a gun. What you're gonna learn is how to use your head.
Let's move!
When you get that under your belt, then you're free to leave.
Job offers. The details are on your iDroid.
Boss! Welcome home. Thank you. Boss, let us know if you need comment. Thanks for that, boss. Boss! You... Boss! Thank you. Boss, let's develop something.
Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please specify a project.
Thank you for taking in those animals, boss.
Please select a mission.
Two engineers are being held in the observation post southwest of Ngumba Industrial Zone. Boss, your mission is to rescue them. The targets are civilians, one male, one female. They were dispatched to the area by an international health organization, but disappeared shortly after. Extract the two targets and help them escape the country. Boss, this contract comes from the Mbeli rebel militants. That's right, that general's fighters. Recently, one of their child soldier platoons staged an insurrection and split from the main group. Thing is, they took a hostage with them. The general's brother, his number 2. The contract is to extract both that prisoner and the leader of the renegade platoon. The message reads, "I love my brother. You must bring him back to me alive." It also says this about the leader of the child soldiers. He is an excellent soldier. I want to persuade him to rejoin the ranks of the righteous. It sounds a little too forgiving for the man who ordered those kids dead at the mine. I wonder what kind of persuasion the general has in store. With that in mind, here are your objectives. First, rescue and return the general's number 2 as requested. Second, extract the renegade leader, and we'll keep him at Mother Base.
Send me on a mission.
In other words, extract both targets out of the region.
Boss.
Good luck, boss.
Boss, if you need supplies, let us know.
Talk. Where are your friends? Where are the others?
How's it going, boss? Thanks for that, boss.
Unit function added. Please select a mission. Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
This is P-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Boss, I'm ready.
This is P-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Mission list updated. Please select a mission.
Two engineers are being held in the observation post southwest of Ngumba Industrial Zone. Boss, your mission is to rescue them. The targets are civilians, one male, one female. They were dispatched to the area by an international health organization, but disappeared shortly after. Extract the 2 targets and help them escape the country.
Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
Rescue the 2 prisoners being held in a guard post to the southwest of Ngumba Industrial Zone. The targets are civilians, 1 male, 1 female. Apparently they're specialists sent out there to investigate infectious diseases. They were frequent visitors to that devil's house at Zoya. If you recover them, we'll finally be able to get first-hand accounts of what's been going on in that place.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Boss, an enemy squad is on its way to the guard post. Watch yourself.
You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
You need to help her.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. presence detected. The map has been updated.
Ship, het is Delta 2. Onze vermiste gevangenen. Lijken ze voor ontsnappen. Word. Er is CPF, begreep. Shipje, de Zulu 7 was een prizonier gevonden beveiligd. Moet ons voortgaan. Word. Er is CPF, begreep. Staan vast. Ik wacht voor verdere bevelen. Uit.
Moenie. Alsjeblieft. Moenie te doen.
Shipje, de Zulu 7. Je nog opdracht. Zulu 7, dit is Shipje. We monitoren over uw opdracht. Hou net vast. Alles gaat sneller, dit is Shipje. Ons wordt aangevallen. Alle eenheden beschermen jouw posities.
Boss, that's a serious injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with first aid.
Boss, what happened? Boss!
Your objective is to rescue the two targets. Counting on you, boss.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Chef, ja, dat is Delta 6. Bedreiging in die gebied. Wordt versterkt securiteit. Hoor. Er is CP, begrijp. Kijk uit voor enige iets vandaag. Uit. CP, het is Delta 2. Ons het vermiste gevangenen. Lijkt alsof we ontsnapt het. Hoor.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
All right, target extracted. Now extract the remaining target.
Development complete.
CP, dat is Delta 9, wat voor? Kom in, Delta 9. Wat is de
Development
situatie?
complete.
Alle eenheden, staan bij.
Wat de hel? CP, dat is Delta 6. Iets meer.
Delta 6, wat voor? Kom in, Delta 6.
Development complete.
Wat is de situatie? Alle eenheden, staan bij.
You're all right. Analysis complete.
Amazing, boss. Getting both prisoners out in that situation.
Mission
Great work.
enemy
Now
presence
exfiltrate.
detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Geen teken van die vijand. Ons smaak is zoektocht. Hoor. Er is CP, begrijp. Wees verlaat. Wanneer hij van hygiëne. Uit.
You gotta extract him.
Er is CP, begrijp. Ons is onder de aanval. Alle eenheden op gereedheid. Uit.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only. Place the two targets in quarantine. They don't show signs of anything, but we'll monitor them just the same. If they had access to the Devil's House, I doubt they were sent there by some health organization. Cypher used them, and would have eliminated them eventually. But we'll protect them here. They've agreed to that. After all, we helped them out of the country as promised. The mission's complete. But boss, they've been behind the curtains at Ngamba. They examined the patients there nearly every day. He told us the patients were being made to listen to voices on tape. But the male target added something interesting. He said he doesn't know what was on the tapes because there was no English version. Of all the voices that were shoved down those people's throats, English was one of them.
Boss, staying on the battlefield that long will have a negative impact on your health. Why not head back to Mother Base for a shower once in a while?
The boss is back. Let's go refuel and load up on artillery.
We're good to go, Chief.
What's the matter?
Stop this! Now!
What the fuck, you freak?
Give me a hand! Hold her still! Dismissed.
Payback for how they treated her?
Doesn't explain the others. She had every chance to kill them. Tight security on her cell. This happens a second time. There won't be a third.
Boss, about Eli. I'd heard that one product of the Les Enfants Terribles project went missing in Africa. The age would be about right. Now, I'm not saying I think it's Eli, but I want to run a genetic test all the same. Don't worry, I'll have it done without him noticing. The test may take some time, but I'll tell you as soon as we have the results.
Send me out on a mission, boss.
Talk.
The map has been updated.
Spit it out.
Give us a development order, boss.
Development project has been added.
The White Mamba, Nyokayam Pembe. He's the commander of the kids based out of Wala Yamasa. As you know, contract forces of Africa were stationed at that village. Anti-government forces hired CRS to bring kids there from around Africa for training. But at some point, the adults with the PF started dropping like flies. This was right after we arrived in Africa. We don't know the cause. The kids ended up on their own. Must have been like fish out of water. Nothing to eat, no way to get back home. All the adults taught them was how to use a gun. Sure, they could shoot targets, but hunt for food? Not likely. They wouldn't have lasted long. Then the White Mamba showed up. He was faster and stronger than them, a better soldier, and he knew how to lead. I guess somebody wished upon a star, because their savior turned up like stardust straight out of the blue. The moment he arrived, the kids had their new commander. That was when they started attacking other villages. Word of the infamous White Mamba spread fast. But it isn't just his combat skills that got people talking. As you can tell from the name, he's the only light-skinned kid in the unit. Not to mention the blonde hair and the blue eyes. Not common in those parts. We have no idea where he came from or what he's experienced. The kid's a huge blank. But I'm sure you'll know him when you see him. One other thing. He's still a kid, so don't kill him. Be careful not to hit him with anything lethal. Not even a flesh wound. Our mission objective isn't just suppressing a bunch of militants. This is a DDR operation. Boss, this contract comes from the Mbele rebel militants. That's right. That general's fighters. Recently, one of their child soldier platoons staged an insurrection and split from the main group. Thing is, they took a hostage with them. The general's brother. His number 2. The contract is to extract both that prisoner and the leader of the renegade platoon. The message reads, "I love my brother. You must bring him back to me alive." It also says this about the leader of the child soldiers. He is an excellent soldier. I want to persuade him to rejoin the ranks of the righteous. It sounds a little too forgiving for the man who ordered those kids dead at the mine. I wonder what kind of persuasion the general has in store. With that in mind, here are your objectives. First, rescue and return the general's number 2 as requested. Second, extract the renegade leader, and we'll keep him at Mother Base. In other words, extract both targets out of the region. Good luck, boss.
Thanks for that, boss.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone.
Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On the station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Please select a mission. Mission accept. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
Mission objectives are to extract the child soldier's commander and their captive, the General's number 2. This child soldier platoon decided to break away from the Mbeli militants. They took the number 2 captive and have occupied an abandoned village. Start by checking that location on your map. Boss, the child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt. Beyond there is outside the mission area.
Reconnaissance is best conducted from high vantage points. I've marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your iDroid.
The map has been updated. Marker placed. Caution, rain approaching. At your destination.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets. There he is, the commander. Extract him.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. detected. The map has been updated.
That's the target prisoner. Okay, that's the General's brother. His number 2.
Detected.
Get him out of there, boss.
Been updated. Please select a landing support helicopter
Another
requested.
group of child soldiers. No, it must be a squad they had out on patrol. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Boss, another child soldier has entered the village. Must have been out on patrol. Looks like they had more than one patrol out. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
This is Pequot. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Prisoner has died. Support helicopter has arrived. Presence detected. Map has been updated.
Pangia, Général.
Post captured.
Mosi, Tata Yaban.
This is Pequot. My extraction target is a no-show. Cannot risk waiting any longer. I gotta pull out for now.
Please select a landing zone.
This is Pequot. Returning to target marker. This is Pequot. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Extraction
This is
arrived on
Pequot.
place.
Have arrived at LZ.
Roger that.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete. Great work. About how we report this one to the client. I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one, but we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him. He said, if I'm working for you, I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care. Boss, we have an emergency. Many of our staff are falling ill. At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and... Damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper.
Mission
Look
list
closely.
updated.
Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a sparganum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa. Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties. But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected? During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. That'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection. From now on, if you even suspect a staff member's infected, use your iDroid to order them into quarantine. Given the situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to. But they will listen to you. Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary isolation so they won't infect each other, and we get the mental care they need. If we do nothing, we'll only lose more people. We have no choice. Boss, open your iDroid. I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management. First, take a look at the quarantine facility we've set up. We'll isolate anyone who's already symptomatic at the quarantine facility. But we have to expect that there are multiple staff who are infected, but asymptomatic. So how do we identify them? At present, we have no way to tell them apart. But there has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign staff you suspect are infected to the quarantine facility. We'll monitor them and then contact you if there's a change in their condition. Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce the number of new infections. You should continue with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic. Also, until we identify the pathogen, we can't fire or dispatch any staff. We cannot let this thing spread. Boss, get to the bottom of this fast. We're counting on you. Boss, a new job's come in. It's a hit. I'm the human trafficker who sent Shabani and the others to Nzoya Badia Bulu, where you ran into Skullface. The thing is, this guy might know something about the disease that's going around Mother Base. The symptoms are similar to the ones we saw at that factory. Start by checking the mission details on your iDroid.
Please select a mission.
Boss, there's a target on the run somewhere on the Savannah. Your job is to find and eliminate him. He's a logistics officer for the PF known as Rogue Coyote. On the side, however, he colluded with the Buta regime, abducting people from Mbeli villages and supplying them as slave labor. That's right. He's a human trafficker. His victims ended up all over the place. Brothels, black market, organ trade, diamond mines. And he was the one who sent Shabani and the other kids to the Devil's House. But then an Mbeli rebel group finally added him to their hit list. The target decided it was time to quit, and now he's trying to leave the country. If he makes it back to his country, he'll be no more than a civilian, and he'll avoid facing a court-martial, like so many other war biz junkies. I'll bet he plans on enjoying a new live finance with his blood money. The client's order is to take him out. How you go about that is up to you, boss.
Please specify a project. Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Deploying.
The target is a PF logistics officer who works as a human trafficker on the side. The client wants him dead. He's currently on the run somewhere on the Savannah with bodyguards. Unfortunately, we don't know what route they're taking. All we have to go on is a coded transmission sent by the PF at the Ditati abandoned village. It appears to be a workup of the target's security plans, but to decipher it, we'll need an intel file with the encryption key. This key should be at the comms facility at the Ditati abandoned village. Check your iDroid to see what the target looks like, as well as the location of the village. Find the route. Find the man.
Be careful down there, boss.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Boss, the target is moving across the Savannah. Find him and eliminate him.
1
Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Analysis complete.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Caution.
Beyond there is outside the mission area.
Caution. You are about to leave the mission area.
Whoa! Whoa! Yeah! 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 Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah!
The target is on the move somewhere on the savannah. Problem is, we don't know what route he's taking. It's too big a search area to cover without more information. If you can find that intel file, it could give you a lead on him.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Please select a drop point. Buddy departing area of operations.
That's an enemy guard post.
Buddy has arrived. Outpost captured. Marker placed.
Driver engaged. Driver mode. Walking mode. Driver mode.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Driver disengaged.
What the hell het ons hier?
Bisa di samono.
Boss, that prisoner you extracted was a civilian abducted by the target. He says the trafficker is trying to make contact with a human rights NGO. He hopes that by handing over his list of buyers, they'll guarantee his safety. But I don't get it. Why an NGO? Why run to someone else for help?
Hey, you okay? But
You made it to the Ditati abandoned village. That's where the enemy PF's coded transmission came from. There's got to be a transmitter there somewhere. It could have the intel file containing the encryption key. Look for an antenna.
The map has been updated. The map has been updated.
Okay, subject is in.
You have arrived at your destination. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Alles skiet verder, dis CP. Ons is in kontak met vijandige maag. Alle eenhede berei voor vir aanval.
Caution. Please select dispatch requested. operations.
Now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
Analysis complete.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Leave the intel files till later. The enemy's on combat alert.
Analysis complete. Please have supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
intel file.
Extraction.
According to this information, the target is headed for Gaziba camp. We also have his movement route. I've updated your map. Use the target's route to locate him. Eliminating him will be much harder if he makes it to the Gaziba camp. Take him down on the savannah.
Marker placed. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. Marker placed. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Boss, the target's made it to his destination. He's inside an enemy outpost. That leaves us no choice but to eliminate him in the outpost. And it won't be easy.
Analysis complete. Please select supplies requested. Please select a deployment point. Supply drop complete. Buddy has infiltrated and the map has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. has been updated.
Cover me!
Boss, the target's getting away.
Ready?
That's Gazeba camp. You'll find the targets there. The security forces must know something about the targets. Why not try getting them to talk?
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
He's coming too. Roger that. Leave the rest to us.
Alles gespannen, das zit hier. Alle hierheen, naar valspositie. Herhaal. Alle hierheen, naar valspositie.
Analysis complete.
You gotta extract him.
Analysis complete.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
complete.
We'll let the client know he's been dealt with. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Analysis complete.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude. Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
All right. Mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh? Our trafficker was very talkative. Guinea pigs. That's what became of his kidnapped victims. Says he got a good look at that factory at Zoya Badiabulu when he dropped off some fresh guinea pigs for them, along with our man without a face. His instincts told him to run like the rat he is. Said it wasn't worth the money. Figured he could be next. That's when he went to the NGO for help. He thought that in exchange for his buyer's list, they could set him up with a new identity someplace far away. He had an idea who he was up against, and he didn't want to take any chances. A true rat. But like us dogs, he knew when he smelled trouble. And something else. He said the specimens come from deep in the forest. We don't know what he meant by specimens just yet, but those guinea pig symptoms match what we've seen on the infected at Mother Base. Deep in the forest. Maybe there's the clue we need to beat this infection. Boss, the truth could be right around the corner.
Side ops list updated.
Boss, we finally heard from one of our missing intel team members. He says he has a solid lead on the epidemic at Mother Base. Take a look at the mission details ASAP.
Please specify a project.